I'll just turn that on. Good morning, hello everybody. This is Ian doing, we're doing two things this morning. My sister reckoned I couldn't multitask, but hey, here I go. I'm recording a podcast, and also you podlers out there, that I'll be sending this to, later on. I'll be doing an extra bit on the on TikTok too. So this is going out on TikTok and on the podcast. This bit, and then we'll be doing a bit more on TikTok. Yeah. Anyway, let me tell you, my name's Ian. Hello there. This is my podcast in relation to my book, Living with Mitochondria Against All Odds, and the TikTok clips for the book as well. There's a few things that I'm going to talk to you on the podcast about, and then one or two other things that I shall keep to our TikTok viewers. So all you podlers out there, please go and look at what I've been doing extra. Yesterday, I went to the Leeds Urban Bike Park, where I used a mountain trike for nearly 2 hours. It just shows, because last year, before I climbed Snowdon, which is another thing that I can talk about later on the podcast, on the TikTok clips, which you podlers won't hear. But before I did Snowdon, I tried to use this mountain trike wheelchair, and that, as I say, yesterday when I went, you could tell I wasn't as fit as I was, because apart from the first time that I'd used this mountain trike, I used the manual one, and yesterday, when I was going up and down the slopes, when I was going up them, I got him to put the power assist on, because it just shows I'm not as fit as I once was. And also to remind you guys, I'll talk about go back to mountain trek in a minute, but before I forget, a week on Sunday, I'm doing an abseil off the Forth Bridge. So I know there's if you haven't got a link, you podlers out there, you can, we may be able to send you a link, or if you look on the TikTok pages, there'll be a link to my Just Giving page if you want to know more about it. It's for Disability Snow Sports. As you know, in the past I've been wheelchair skiing and stuff, so it's to help them. So that's a week on Sunday off the Forth Bridge. But yeah, going back to yesterday, it was great. It was, we got there, and then we going down the hills. I had to kind of use the brake fairly quite a bit, but certainly the up bits, the guy had to put the power assist on. I mean, I could have struggled through it, I think, just about, but I thought no. And then I thought, well, it's probably because you're not as fit, because before I did Snowdon, I was going on the row machine most days, but at the minute, because of my knee, because back in February I damaged ligaments in my ACL in my knee, that the specialist said that are better, but I then fell again, and that was when I was tired. So I don't think quite there yet. my physios. I had a chance of going on a bike ride the other week, but my physio kind of said no, I wouldn't do that. So so unfortunately, I've not been on the row machine or the exercise bike for a while. And it certainly shows yesterday. It showed because it showed I wasn't as fit. But we did a couple of hours, and then we where the toilet is, you have to walk through the cafe bit, which to me, not being able to see isn't that much of a problem, but for anyone that can see, and you get some really, really nice hot chocolate in there. So we took some hot chocolate and took it with us in the car on the way home. So that was all really good, and as I say, I'm doing this abseil next weekend, which again I haven't done any preparation for, like any training or anything. I think I'm frightened of heights. I don't quite know because I can't see the heights, but I'm sure if I could see them, I would be frightened. So I don't know how quite that works. A person with full vision has 20/20 vision, and mine is 1/60, so it isn't as good as someone that can see, or a long way off someone can see full vision. But the abseil, I'm going to Edinburgh and then Dunfermline, and staying at Wetherspoons in Dunfermline for the Saturday night, and then Sunday I'll be travelling to Edinburgh and doing the abseil and then coming back home. That sounds quite simple, doesn't it? But I'm sure it won't be. But if this is the first time you've seen me on TikTok, or the first time you've heard the podcast, this is Ian Wood, and it's my book. It's in relation to my book, Living with Mitochondria Against All Odds. There are many other activities and adventures that are in the book. For example, skydives or wing walks or bungee jumps that I've done in the past, and been in a wheelchair and not being able to see very fully. We are always living against the odds, doing all these crazy activities. So please check the book out, or again, look at my Just Giving page if you can get the links. If you just put Ian Wood, DSU, Disability Snow Sports, skydive abseil into Google, I'm sure it will bring it up. As I say, we've been to the Urban Bike Park a few times before, but not for a long while. So it was nice weather yesterday as well in Leeds. I'm in York, but this was in Leeds, because I've been there a couple of times when it's been absolutely hailing down with rain. It was cold and dry, which it is most of the time at the minute. But I'm sure there may be some more wet days to go there. But if you've enjoyed this, keep on look on my on TikTok, because in a short few minutes I will be live on TikTok, or I'll be doing more on TikTok. Won't be live.